the one, the only, the master of the mustache, Monkey Fist. Okay. Mic is muted.
Ah, I knew that. Mindfreak versus Lowkey on console is where we're going to go to, though.
Yes. Yes, we will, and Blackbeard being the very first ban of Lowkey Esport. What do you think about that one?
It's not a ban that we see too often, but then again, Consulate is a map that really plays into Blackbeard's strengths, so no big surprises there.
Yeah. Next one being Buck, which is kind of a surprise, but at the same time, he's a very flexible, very enabling and very powerful operator for the offense. So
yeah, especially because because Consulate's so vertical, there's so much to open up.
Oh yeah. Now next up, I would expect Mira maybe go. No, Valkyrie. That is interesting.
Yeah, Valk's another operator that we see banned on Consulate a bit, just because their outside cameras can just be so powerful. There's no other operator that can give you intel in the same manner.
Yeah. And to close it off, it'll be Maestro. So all in all, a very, well, semi-unexpected turnout, I'd have to say. And
yeah, like operators like Mira got through, Echo got through, so it's surprising to see some of those operators make it on through.
Yeah, especially Mira, as she was having, I believe, one of the highest ban rates within ANZ, and I'm quite interested to see how much would she change the approach of the defense and the offense as well during those rounds. But with that in mind, LK on the defense, 6th pick from Mira to Elysian, interestingly enough, and console office meeting room will be the first choice of the defense.
Yeah, we've seen defense has really been bossing it today. I wonder if Mindfreak can break that trend here. We saw them go 4-0 up on attack, on defense themselves earlier on, but still.
Yeah. I mean, Mindfreak probably would have a bit more room to kind of play around, because Consulate is a bit of a 50-50 map. Like you can have a very successful defense, but at the same time offense can have a field day as well. So
it's a map that I feel like the defenders have to have a similar mindset as to what they should on bank, right?
Yeah.
The fact that they can really deny a lot of ground from the attackers if they're playing ballsy enough.
Yeah, if they play ballsy, I have to agree with you. Yeah, if they play ballsy enough, if they play aggressively enough, you can deny a lot of room, a lot of firepower of offense, and stall them, not permanently, for a fairly long time.
Yeah, well, nice and early on. Wings is going to be repellent on the window here.
I like how shiny that AK looks, but golden is just takes me back to the COD 4 days. But and Kings be attempting to get some closure at the exit stairs, but I don't think he's aware of the Elysian, who is waiting for the right moment to peek in. Just misses the Thatcher, but be able to still deploy his goo mines throughout the map.
I'm also going to use some of those Habana pellets, the X-Kairos, to make an angle all the way from admin into the other bomb site as well. Meeting Hall bomb site.
JCZ will be holding it, and very nice tight angle in the connector, but Shade will be the next person to get some close for himself. Mangos gets himself back up and running with some extra health as well. Wings ahead for Shade, who is desperately attempting to get some kills, but the wall behind Mangos is currently blown open, and oh, there's the shotgun beacon, right in the face as well. The impact, the concussion grenade will be getting him, but Mangos continues to get healed up by Casper, and JCZ will be getting the kill on Kings, but Shade gets the headshot onto Mangos, and no more buffing for that dude.
Yeah, we saw Mangos do so much with this shotgun at close range, but he wasn't really able to do anything there. He was just completely surrounded and cut off, and he goes down without doing any damage in response. So 4v4 with a minute to go. Mindfreak have got an avenue into the bomb site, but they really need to make sure they can get in without losing any players.
Yeah, they need to establish that foothold, maybe potentially through that hole in the wall into the meeting room, because right now they have the equal amount of manpower, but can they contest it?
Oh, Muesli just not landing those shots, and he's actually going to go down to Warden. Casper is going to trade him straight on back. We do have a down player on the bomb site as Diffuser's going down.
What's happening?
I have no idea. In fact, no, they're not downed. We have a downed player outside the bomb site. It's a 2-on-2, but this revive should come on through. Bundy himself is very lit as well. Present and Shade to hold off against JCZ and Bundy.
I'm quite surprised that the planet was able to go down. Nice shot by Shade, and another one for himself to finish it all off. Triple kill for this whole round for the Mindfreak player, and nice turn out. Round 2 we will be going into very soon, as the rehost will be called in.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there. It's always a bit annoying when we have to have a rehost.
Let's do it.
Yeah, alright. One round up as Mindfreak have won their first attack onto the top floor. Came down to a 2v2 in the end there, but yeah, Mindfreak able to finish off, and that's where we're heading back. Console office and meeting room once again.
Yes, console meeting, console office and meeting room indeed, and Casper busting out the pulse for his meme plays. Echo, Jaeger, Legion, and Mute will be the main defenders of the Defender realm, and from Mindfreak we'll be seeing if it's a similar loadout. Nothing too over the board just yet.
Yeah, here we go. Into the round, into the setup. So I suppose how do Lowkey have to play this one differently this time? Like maybe they need to have more vertical play. Like for example, one of the best ways you can shut down the plant in the meeting room is with vertical play from the lobby, right?
Yeah,
but that's pretty easily countered by the attackers as well.
Yes, but if you manage to just either hide from the drones or just have like that extra person with the pulse assist with some of the plays, I feel that defenders might actually have a chance, and I do think that Lowkey are just adjusting for that, bringing in the pulse just to ensure that they won't have that kind of mess up. And Casper is in a prime position because I don't think Mindfreak will be droning that far down, so he will have all the space needed to rotate around, throw a C4, and deny the plan.
Yeah, well, Shade, he's going to be watching out this window like a hawk. Thing is, they don't really seem too aware or, you know, clued into the possibility of maybe we could see some runouts from below, like from the door and such. And
yeah, they seem to be quite oblivious to that, but maybe in the time that will bite them in the backside. But now, so far seeming a very similar push. Pulse is already creeping up around with the pulse cannon ready to go, but now, oh, nicely done by Warden, managing to get rid of the Echo drone fairly quickly and without any losses. But I think Wings might actually do something. He might be up to something. Mango's getting the nice C4 onto Warden, and Shade trading out Mango's straight away. So that is 4-4. Shade picking up another kill onto Bundy, but Kings will be traded out by JCZ. 3v3 situation just like that, and JCZ is quite tagged up, but there's still plenty of utility. So good to go for Mindfreak.
Oh, this C4 through the floor could do so much damage. Shade is going to find JCZ, however, and the bomb site is out of the defender's control. Muesli trying to find a few shots, but not landing anything, as that's an easy kill by Muesli! He gets the flick! Beautiful shots there from him as the plant is going down. He's getting scanned the whole time, and Muesli 1 HP left. He's going to push on in, gets the frag, doesn't get the second one though. Shade will reply. So Shade versus Casper. Shade now on super low HP.
Yeah, Shade is extremely low, but still has a minute to go. I'm not too sure. I think Casper already used up his C4 and Shade denied of the info, so now will be at a huge disadvantage, unable to drone out that pulse, and he already rotates over around. The Bolt Genius might actually pull something out if there will be a peaking point, and that is definitely not what you want right now as an attacker, being completely unaware of the pulse player, and that Casper might actually get a nice rotate. What are you doing, Shade? Attempting to go and get into a firefight with that UMP, but gets the better of Casper. At the end, managing to secure another Mindfreak win onto the second round. I'm surprised. Because I was just about to say GG to Mindfreak on that second round. There's the start of Lowkey train, but no. Seems that Mindfreak are still ready to go. Shade is still able to frag, even though on the slither of health, and 2-0 score in favor of Mindfreak.
Yeah, Mindfreak, you know, I don't want to say, oh, they're looking great once again, because we've seen them start off like that and then really struggle. Bring it back. So
Yeah.
Shade, a few issues there, but he's going to end up with his operator that he wants, kept out.
Yeah, everything all good. Managing to still bring that Capital to Twitch, although Twitch on, especially on the garage defense, I'd say would be also quite beneficial with a drone being able to deny so much ability. Especially now that Bundy is also bringing over the Ella, so her concussion mines are going to be extra annoying to deal with. Oh.
Well, one thing I want to point out though is, even though Mirror is on the table to be taken, none of the defenders are taking it.
That is a good point.
10 seconds to go.
And I'm still actually quite curious, why is that the case? Because I'm sure for the defense, Mirror could be extremely beneficial to be able to gain so much information and be able to control the defense for a fair few moments, and potentially even waste some of the utility. That could definitely work out quite well.
Yeah, well, into this next round we go. It's like Casper's not exactly sure where he wants to play from.
Yeah, he seems a bit puzzled, waiting for just next sound cues just to maybe even go for a run out. But so far on Mindfreak's side, they seem to be just ready to take top floor first, then head over to the ground floor, and he's playing with fire a little bit there.
You know what? In that last round, that was actually an ace from Shade. All 5
was
kills
it really?
to go to him. Yep.
Nice.
Just watching back, of course, the stream now, but that's gone. Oh, that's unfortunate. We see the run out, and it's going to be punished there. Shade, of course, has gone very low for his troubles there. JCZ in the meantime has also been lit up, but oof, you really got to hit those shots.
Yeah, Bundy is continuing his QE odyssey through from the bathroom, but can't disconnect any shots just yet. And Shade getting reset back to 50 health, but at this very moment, Mindfreak are definitely in a dominant position with having a 2-man advantage. Mango's the man himself, the legend with the shotgun. Still waiting for the right moment to play it out, and oh, JCZ getting a nice kill onto Wings. That is the Zofia out of the way, but I do believe that the impact charges were already used up, so ability-wise not that much, not that big of a loss, but oh, Warden can't seem to connect anything just yet. Bundy, although waiting very patiently to score the popped watermelon. Oh my lord, Shade playing Five Nights at Freddy, just getting spooked by JCZ just a little bit. 4v2, 46 seconds, and everything could happen. Kings runs into an Elamine, but Mangoes won't get triggered over that. Be still holding an angle onto the exit stairs and might actually have the full-on upper hand. Shade be going down to his hand. Like that, 30 seconds. Bundy and Mangoes still need to solve. They know that there's a man playing at the exit stairs. Mangoes picking up another kill onto Crescent. That is the diffuser down as well at the entrance to the garage. And right now, oh my lord, Bundy will be taking down Warden. They Mindfreak offense is just coming apart as Bundy will be picking what? How? Monkey, how was that allowed to happen? Because Mindfreak players just kept on going for like those 1v1 plays. Why don't you pinch? Why? You know there's a mute there.
Yeah. It was the mute on the stairs that really shut it down, isn't it?
Yeah. Massive props though to Mangoes, because that man is a beast with the shotgun and SMG-11 combo.
Yeah, he's definitely been tearing up with it, hasn't he, Mangoes? He's a real unit on the smoke or mute.
Yeah, and overall, good player, managing to just keep his hold, keep his posture. Played. Console office and meeting room will be once again the choice for the defense. Last time we saw that being defended, I believe Shade pulled off the ace, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
Which was
ace in a 1-on-2, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and being on like barely any health. So well done, well played. Let's see if they can repeat the same success with a more prep maybe. Because Lowkey already have a good theory about Mindfreak. They managed to adapt, they bring it in a pulse being played by Casper, and if they manage to execute it a bit more patiently and be able to have that pre-placed C4 over at that planting spot, they might have the big dub, I reckon.
Well, JCZ roaming downstairs. He could definitely do some damage. I think he's waiting for someone to try and put a claymore down and punish them for it.
Guess that won't be the case, but the rest of LK are just hanging around the front office, just waiting for the pushes. People off MF might go for the admin pressure. Interestingly enough, Casper is still around the side. He's not below, he's not on the ground floor. Now he will be. And only 3 people will be now defending the site against 5 members of Mindfreak, who I don't think be attempting to contest the ground floor just yet. Jade, his favorite position at the balcony, could potentially score some good kills, but Mangoes is in a prime position as well to throw out that C4 if he so desires, but right now all he needs to shut down is that Capital player, and C4 might be the one for him, but he gets flashed quite severely. Grenade will be flying in and potentially damaging Mangoes. JCZ picking up a kill into Wings, and Bundy taking out Shade. 3v5 just like that, and Kings attempting to contest, but gets shut down by Casper as well. What is happening again? Mindfreak taking the firefights once again on the 1v1, and unfortunately for themselves, losing him quite severely. Gordon catching a needle to the ankle, and the double peak Muesli getting the kill on Crescent and the kill on Warden. Very nice play by Lowkey as they now even up the round count. Ooh.
Well, I heard our observer tell us Mindfreak Lowkey throwing.
Wow.
Yeah, it really seems like Mindfreak really struggling in rounds that they shouldn't be. Like, we see some good stuff, and then later on it seems like they've never held a mouse and keyboard in their life. Like, it's not they're missing shots, but like maybe it's just that Lowkey just need some kind of confidence to give them, and then they start playing a lot better.
It could be that, because it definitely seems that Mindfreak, like at the start of every map, just asserting that dominance, and then kind of, yeah, I mean, we got the lead, let's just screw around, and that's what kind of leading them.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's more of Lowkey just needs some confidence injected. When they do, they play a lot better.
Could be that. Oh, they got all the confidence in the world right now as they manage to even it out. Mindfreak seeming to be a bit lost on a couple of pushes, and just once again they're going for very simple mistake being pushing one by one.
5 seconds to go.
If you are chronically losing those kinds of firefights, bring over two people who will be pre-aiming that very same angle, so in case one guy dies, you can trade him out. Because yes, you may be the best shot you can, in the world and have the best flicks, but you can't take on two people at the same time who will be firing at you. Like, that is if you're not a spin botter, but
yeah, well, here we go. This is looking like a familiar sight, isn't it? Mango's inside of projector and Shade on the window, on the balcony outside it. It's pretty much whatever on top floor or on the garage. That's how they set up, and oh, Shade just not being able to land his shots there. Mango's still alive, and oh, he's going to be saved there by Bundy at range.
Nice shot by Bundy as well, because that was just a well-timed overall help from the bathroom, but Angles is now still already entrapped. Will be tagged up quite severely by Shade as he is still on a 40 HP. Never mind, that is now a 0. Bundy trading out Kings. Kings will be... no, Shade will be able to trade out Bundy. 3v2 in favor of attack. Monkey Fist. Analysis.
Yeah, well, that's a bit better from Mindfreak after those previous 2 rounds. They seem to have lost their players without any trades. We know the Mindfreak refrag is so... Mindfreak refrag is such a staple of the Siege community, if you will.
Yeah. Just a yeah on this one, Monkey. All I have to say about so far, but all in all, Warden getting the kill onto Muesli, up to JCZ, that I believe was not yet discovered by the drone. It has the element of surprise for him. Present still droning up ahead, but might catch one of the attackers off guard if he will be extra careful. 45 seconds. There's the peak on by Shade. The Madman himself will be taking down JCZ, and Mindfreak taking the round for themselves, and we are on the final round of the first half with, I believe we are...
it's a 3-2 split,
yeah, 3-2,
right now.
yes.
So we could be seeing an even Steven 3-3, or we could see a 4-2.
I'd call 4-2. Mindfreak. And Cafeteria and Garage, the choice of Lowkey. Now, last time we saw that being defended, Lowkey managed to get the really nice win off the back of the fact that Mindfreak were just contesting one by one and picking the fairly easily winnable angles for defense. So can Mindfreak readjust and get the win on Garage? I'm not too sure. But I'm still gonna stand by my prediction being 42. Because, you know, why not? Anyway, Lowkey setting up some pretty much standard defense around the bathroom and the lobby.
Thought I could stealthily clear my throat, apparently not.
Yeah. And apart from that, really,
5 seconds left before
top standard defense from Lowkey, and I'd say it would be again all back of Angles being able to hold his position and Bundy not crashing.
Yeah. Also, are we going to see Casper go for a run out?
I'm pretty sure he learned his lesson previous defense. What is that angle, by the way, from Wing? That is something new. Potentially fresh.
Oh, it doesn't almost work out for him. However, as we're going to see Bundy peak. In fact, they do trade back damage. Looks like Bundy coming off a little worse for wear in that sibling rivalry.
Yeah, at the very least, yeah, the shots from Wings actually connected on Bundy as well. So he didn't go unpunished, but at the same time, Ella is still alive and still reigning in the toilet. Mango's picking up the first kill onto Kings. That is a potential start for the LK win.
Whoa.
Warden.
Warden, he's just entered right into the bathroom. He's going to be right up close. Smack down that shield and that's going to cause Bundy to get on out of there.
I am surprised that Bundy actually didn't try to just go for a like very ballsy push out and just tap, because he should not have been allowed to do that by all means.
Yeah, but now we've got a flank upstairs as well. How aware are Mindfreak of this possibility? JCZ is going to take down Warden.
Yeah, so that is already a 2-man advantage in favor of Lowkey. Still, they have Crescent playing on Hibana, so at the very least they do have some more the hard breaching capability.
Here comes that flank.
Yeah, out's wing, so 2v5 right now, and Shade. Quick ace again? Question mark?
I don't know, they know exactly where he is. It's going to be Casper trying to go for the wall banger, though now he's given his position away. Shade's going to win that duel, only losing 25 HP for it, but he's still got more players to contest with. There is the Ella on the yellow stairs with him, but oh, the timing is just not going to be on his side, and he's going to get back to the bomb site.
And meanwhile, Crescent is attempting to get some closure against that.
Oof.
Against Bundy, who does manage to down him. Okay, that is a good start. So next up is Shade needing to get the win against Jaeger, but Jaeger will be getting the better of him, and Mango's shutting down Crescent. Round 6 is going into the hands of Lowkey Esports, as we are seeing a even-Steven tie first half.
Yeah, 3-3 at the half. Mindfreak, it really seems like they're super inconsistent with their rounds, although then again I suppose the same thing's true for Lowkey. Either they're in a good position to win it, or suddenly they're not, and same for Lowkey.
Oh yeah. And can't really say that whether it was a defense-heavy or offense-heavy map so far, because, well, 3-3, both teams managing to layouts. But I do want to point out the fact that K has been on a more stable side with their layouts compared to Mindfreak, because one of the rounds that Mindfreak won was off the back Shade acing. Whereas
yeah, that's true, but then again, like that ace shouldn't. Well, you know, Wings should have got the kill on the Legion. Let's be real there, like.
True.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Could have, he didn't, but all in all, Lowkey now going on off, bring it in while Jackal the potential room clear, and Shade on 10 kills. My goodness.
He's really putting in the work here, isn't he?
Yeah, the absolute unit of Mindfreak. And now I'm kind of got the question: can Mindfreak show a better defense, whether it will be the same instability?
What I want to say is, with that last round, we saw the aggression from both sides played out perfectly by Lowkey, right? Like, they had their roamers that were sneaking in behind, so JCZ got aggressive up yellow stairs, so they started looking towards him, and that's when the roamers hit from behind. And like, it's just, the whole play just did so much damage with no response from Mindfreak.
True. Interestingly enough, this time it will be a sledge contesting the balcony, with the rest of the Lowkey, I believe, attempting to go for the push through the admin, actually. Yeah, so similar push from LK, but I'm curious whether they'll have the same success, because so far Map have an Echo to start off at the very least, and they have Shade playing with the SMG 11 and the shotgun.
There's going to be a nade nearby that tickles the toes of Shade, but Shade is going to tickle the head of Mango. He's going to take him on down. Beautiful shot. I did not even see the Zofia there. Sorry, the sledge.
That was a very accurate tickle as well. And Crescent managing to completely deny that breach, allowing Shade to play a little bit longer in the meeting room, but at this very moment, Kings into contesting with one of the attackers on a very long angle, but usually will be getting the better of Shade at the end. The man himself just couldn't take any more damage, and they're up succumbing to the swift grips of death. ACZ trying to get some contention with the Echo player, but Crescent will be doing some work as well. Casper will be going down. Bundy attempting to go for the plant, with Muesli covering up. He will be going for the peak, but ooh, Muesli, nice shot as well. C4 will be shot out as well.
Out of the air.
There's another peak, but Bundy manages to successfully go for the plant. JCZ has the foothold at the main entrance, and Muesli will be getting the kill on a double kill, actually, with the Wings and Crescent going down, all up to Kings. Kind of roll this out. Has full health. 3 members of LK to go through, or he will be able to go for a safe defuse.
Yeah, 1v3, and he's going to have to 180 these players. JC's here to finish him off there in the end. We're going to see Lowkey take the lead.
Indeed, and we've seen just overall trend from Lowkey that they managing, the moment they get some momentum going for themselves, they just, well, they just won't let off. Eventually we'll be seeing the same trend continue here with taking the lead and going to console office and meeting room once again. Wait, they will be attacking office and meeting room with the MF bringing in the mirror this time and a clash. Two of the operators that we haven't seen at all during the first half. And just discussing as well.
Yeah, they're going to change over that clash. I was about to say, I'd be a bit surprised if they stick with the clash. I can't really see a spot where they could play the clash and it'd be too useful.
I mean, you could use technically the clash to have that extra distraction in the meeting room, but yeah, I have to agree with you. It'd be fairly useless. There's no easier way to put it. But this time, though, Mindfreak will be attempting to contest the admin office, have some extra foothold.
10 seconds to go.
Now that they realize that holding the bathrooms is just not enough.
5 seconds left.
Managing to expand onto some extra area definitely going to be quite beneficial
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
for the big org team.
Yeah, well, here we go into this next round, of course. Mindfreak having a fight from behind again.
They seem to be falling behind quite substantially and not exactly what they want right now. President will be playing and queuing right behind the mirror window. This, I mean, in the admin. Oh my! Nearly catches these hands as well. The pre-fire will be coming out and might potentially be seeing an early breach in just in under a minute round.
There we go, Muesli to find Crescent. Completely cleared out admin office. Good stuff there from Lowkey. They've been assertive and they've been large and in charge and they've made it theirs.
Yeah. Overall, managing just a good turnout, managing to squeeze out all of the of that effort from themselves just to out the admin. Oh, that is very well played, very quickly played as well. Nice beacon will be also made to overlook into the entrance for the meeting room.
Bomb located by attackers.
Overall, so far, this Pro League season just has been completely unpredictable. Just being able to have so many upsets, many unpredictable matchups, and I love it.
Yeah, Warden going to shut down Mangoes as the first kill for Mindfreak is going to come on out. Wings is a bit antsy if anyone repelling on this wall, which, you know, you can't really blame him, but he wants to play up close with the shotgun. Can demolish anyone that comes around that corner there.
Wings is getting a bit angsty about it, about the fact that He's about to get breached. Nice shot by Mangoes to shut down Shade. Another one for Wings. Muesli is just popping off with the 7, as now it's all up to Warden to try to clutch this up, but that's not gonna be the case, as Casper will be shutting him down with the F2, and Lowkey taking the 5th round for themselves. I mean, 5th point.
Yeah, 5th round for Lowkey, and once again, Lowkey just looking like, you know, what would think a better team. Like, coming into this, we're like, yeah, Mindfreak, you know, better team, probably going to take the win. But Lowkey proving us wrong here, and yeah, they've been impressive.
Yeah, that's most definitely, they have been impressive, and some of the plays that they have is definitely something to be commended. Whereas Mindfreak just kind of outliving the hype and just get any closure within the past several rounds so far, and definitely not the turnout that they would want to see right now after such a confident rollout through the whole Challenger League.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Yeah, well, Mindfreak are going to change it up. They've opted to go for the garage bomb sites.
Discovered the location of a bomb.
Looks like they've decided to go with the old 2 and move. Can't really blame them too much from that. They're still in with a chance to win it, and they could also salvage a point here.
Yes. They could still, yes, still salvage a point, but as it stands right now, Lowkey has every potential to get the match point, and from there just move on to the win.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Razor wire ready.
Well,
Attackers recovered the bomb.
just waiting for stuff to happen. They're just setting up now.
Yeah, they just, so far it just seems like a very stock standard. Yeah, you have some barbed wire at the exit stairs, you have the person with the shotgun potentially holding an angle on those exit stairs, you have a couple of roamers that could
Once
potentially...
again,
Yeah. Yes.
yeah, we're not seeing much mirror at all, are we?
Yeah.
Even though she's available, she wasn't banned out.
Well,
But it seems like
we saw a very poor kind of iteration of Mira in that previous round. That got countered very quickly. No bandit plays, no nothing to counter that breach, and essentially it was just complete shutdown.
well, a minute into this one now. Where did Lowkey take it?
I'd say the first frag will dictate, I reckon. And goes tend to get a couple more opened up to get the defenders rustling around. As Moonsley is just droning for a safe drone ahead and not anything for his potential push. And interestingly enough, he will be a sole pusher for that one. Or will be coming out from King, but no damage at all.
Crescents will.
Crescents will, yeah.
Yeah, and Shade also on the cusp is going to find the headshot with the SMG-11. So JCZ, Bundy, and Muesli left to try and salvage something from this round.
Well, the good thing right now for Lowkey is that they managed to open up the wall into garage, so they have one of the entry points good to go. But I believe they're not knowledgeable of. Oh, a nice shot from Muesli as well, shutting down one of the players. But Warden already on the case, getting Muesli down and gone. But Bundy for a very well careful push, but Shade be able to finish it off with Crescent as well on the pair. Oof, nice one, nice shot. Overall, well played by Mindfreak, good hold. But it kind of begs me to say, monkey see, monkey do. Because, yeah,
what do you mean? Sorry, yeah.
They went for a very similar hold how Lowkey did it. They had the player with a shotgun smoke playing on the exit stairs, and essentially the way that they've played, well, it was somewhat similar, apart from Present getting the C4 kill. From there on out, it was pretty much just exactly the repetition of how Lowkey held the garage.
Yeah, well, you know, similar strats. There's not really much room for, I suppose, for expanding it. I feel. Look at the scorelines here. Muesli 12 kills. He's like double any of his other teammates, and then Shade pretty much the same thing on his side of the teams. Doesn't seem like there's like tons of frags coming out in this matchup so far.
Yeah, it feels like there's you have like those several star players, and then you just like let them just popping off on and on and on and on. And if they go down, well, that's a good round for you.
5 seconds remaining.
What do you do if both teams lose their star player, Cthulhu?
Then it's a draw.
Attackers have recovered their defuse.
But no, as soon as both teams lose the big star players, that's where just kind of flip a coin. Can your flex/support players pop off? They can. Wait, if not, well, it all depending on the hold then, because right now defense has been able to dictate quite well some of the plays, but definitely not Mindfreak's defense as of lately, as they were losing several rounds in a row right before round 9 came around.
You know, this time Mindfreak have opted to defend in the ground floor bomb site. Of course, one we don't see a whole lot, but of course it is normally the third choice. Some teams like to take as their first, as Muesli's gonna continue his reign of terror, finding Shade at the bottom of the stairs.
While Warden will be attempting to also rotate down, but get a free pass, just hold back to the bottom floor. Could mean for LK though that they will be able to stay back in the defender. There's still two more people still awaiting in the console office, and could potentially pick up with frags if be extra careful. Oh, King's nice shot onto Grizzly, shutting down that big flare, but Bondi's already on the case, trading out Kings 3v4 just like that in favor of Lowkey, and Mangoes has gone down. He's fallen, but he can get up. He needs some help from the ASAP, and
looks like he might get out though as well.
Yeah, he might be able to get out and get picked up by the teammate. Never mind, that won't be the case. Crescent is there to finish his job, which would also tell LK members to just be careful.
Yeah, Casper's position here could have such an impact if he plays it properly. Looks like Lowkey just trying to get ready for the right position to start pushing. Could be any moment now.
Warden. A couple of kills from below, and I don't think any of the attackers are knowledgeable about that. The plant's
gone down.
Wow. Warden trades out Casper, so that's 3v2 just now in favor of Mindfreak. The clock is ticking. Warden picks up a kill onto Bundy. JCZ is the last man standing. A nice shot onto Warden. 1v1 situation. Clock is ticking now. Crescent needs to go for that defuse on the ASAP. Oh my lord.
Oh,
wow.
Crescent.
Good bait. That was a good bait overall. And Crescent managing to get the big dub, evening out the score. 5-5 once again.
Defender mission successful.
And so far, my prediction might actually come true.
Yeah, some good stuff from Mindfreak as we do hit 5-5 once again. Cthulhu, this is our 4th map of the night that's gone all 12 rounds.
All the way. Go hard or go home. That's what, you know, they say. I don't know who they, but
who's they?
I don't know, but I sincerely dislike whoever they are.
Thing is, I'm going hard and I am at home, so what now?
We'll leave that discussion for a later date, but round 11
Top
though.
10 question science still can answer.
Indeed it is,
Yeah.
and
But Mindfreak are going to their top floor bomb site where they've really
Yeah.
struggled to defend. They've lost it twice, haven't they? So we should, going
Attackers
off
need to
previous
locate and
trends,
defuse as many
we
bombs
should
as
be
they
seeing
can.
Lowkey here take themselves to match point.
yeah, statistically, yeah, they Lowkey, but definitely has the upper hand. Maybe third time's the charm for Mindfreak. Maybe they will be able to learn on the mistakes on the plays, and well, this time at the very least, they not bring it in the mirror. They are bringing in a rook and a dog, so the baguette squad is in.
10 seconds to go.
And yeah, really, apart from that, not really that much
Stay clear of ADS
Um,
line of fire.
of a difference,
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
at least
Attackers
roster
are
wise.
moving out to locate a
Yeah, well,
bomb.
here we are, action phase now. Yeah, I am a bit surprised to see so many ACOGs across the board, Warden, Wings, and Kings.
Yeah. If Maestro wouldn't be banned, that could have been 4, but
Drone activated.
either way. Okay. And then just very cautious play, so nothing too spooky. Shade, the spooking Bundy though, in the admin office, getting another one nicely done. That is a 5v3 in the first minute of the round as well.
That's
And-
the hard breacher off the board
And
as
that's
well.
the hard breach. That's right, yeah. Now only Sledge and Ash to get some brownie points from maybe from below. But apart from that, yeah, definitely not the turnout that you want right now from Lowkey, as losing the roam clear and the hard breach, that's tough.
But Casper, he's doing a lot of damage from below, putting the pressure on for sure. The Shade looks like he wants to start this flank on to keep that pressure up.
It might actually be able to stick up on the Ash, as completely unaware of the positioning of the Legion. And now, oh yep, there is another kill by Shade. Triple kill so far from him. As could we potentially see an ace?
Another ace.
Another ace. First time on the offense, now on defense. Could work out, but either way, JCZ will be... Wait, no, Mango's spotting Wings. 4v2, nice shot from Wings. Kings will be picking up a kill into JCZ and finishing off Mango's. Mindfreak taking the match point and guaranteeing themselves, at the very least, the draw.
Yeah, great stuff there from Mindfreak. Kings with the double and Shade with the triple, the full house. As we do head to round 12, the final one, Cthulhu. What are the chances we've got a 20-minute rehost incoming?
Please no. Just no. Don't play with my feelings like that, Monkey, please. But in all seriousness, match point, last round. Monkey Fist, you went for the prediction of 6-6. I went for the prediction of Mindfreak 7-5. How do you feel?
I think we are, Mindfreak I think are looking the more likely, but I'm going to stick to that 6-6. Look at that Shade, 16 frags.
Wow. And only then Warden is following up with 7.
Wang is going 1, 4, and 10. That's a rough game from him.
Yeah, that's not fun for him, and he decides to just, can't be bothered, just bring over Clash. I can soak up bullets, that's all. But yeah, and the Mindfreak to close it out
10 seconds to go.
did pick Garage, which was quite successful for them. So
Yeah, that's true. That was the first bomb site they had that they had any success on.
yeah,
Attackers recovered the
But
diffuser. Attackers are
at
moving
the
to
same
defuse the
time,
bomb.
he showed quite some moments that side, all things considered, and I don't know, man. I mean, it could go both ways. Come on, Wings,
Yeah,
you can
these
do
two
it.
teams are definitely very closely matched. As
His Wings is just balancing a piece of a TV on his head, but and Mangoes is be attempting to go for a quick top-down clear with Muesli on the drone. Like that might be the case. Quick drop down into the piano room, opening up the holes. Kings meanwhile getting a bit angsty. Does want to go for the push. Mangoes that will be calling out the Clash player, as well as Clash spotting out the offense. So right now, bit of a trouble.
Bait.
Yeah,
he's the bait for Warden. Just springs, but Warden can't land his shots. JCZ's going to come out on top there. We're going to see all the utility. Now JCZ going to get himself the second, and Mango's onto wings there. Shade and Crescent, the only two remaining after just half the round gone.
That is just the massive feels bad. Shade gets the kill onto Muesli though. Do so, not over yet. Crescent holding an angle. The wall is ready to be breached. The hatch is not yet, so at least he will have some protection from above. Zafir, a second impact grenade comes out as Crescent swaps around with Shade. Shade holding an angle, but no, from above, Mangoes will be able to take him down, and all up to Crescent in a 1v4 situation if he wants to grant his team the 3 points. But it seems quite highly unlikely as attackers have plenty of time to go for the plant. Claymore is there and doesn't want to... forcing him to play in a very confined space and rotate around from the opposite side of the map, which you want right now is he will be putting himself at a disadvantage. There's the peak point, gets a nice shot onto Mangoes, but quite low in health. Tags up with Zafia, but in a point in time, not look very well at all. Quarter time of the timer at the bomb has passed, and there's the pre-fire from Zafia. Will be Zafia going down before getting out to the staircase, but Bondi will be able to close it out. GG, well played, ladies and gentlemen. It is a draw.
6 apiece and Cthulhu. I enjoy saying this. Told you so.